Hello, hello, hello.
Yep, you can hear me. Uh, yeah, just gonna go over fundamentals for this week, 26/01, 2025. Yeah, let's get straight into it. So for USD, we have buy buys, although we're in cutting season, and we're cutting a good amount, as least compared to a lot of countries. So it has a lot of buying news, plus Donald Trump entering, causing a risk-off environment short-term enhancing the buy. Although it's a little bit iffy, we'll go to notes, but Urban news coming this week. Interest rate decision, interest rate press, GDP growth advance, and other things. So this can either change your bias or not. So just be aware. And let me just go to this article and see what. Yeah. So this article is talking about like if it gains a little bit of strength, we're looking to hike in the future. So it's cutting barely, and if it goes up a bit, then it's getting potential hike news. This came recently, so has pretty strong buys, but PowerPoint has pretty strong buys. But Donald Trump's want towel out, causing a weird scenario. Just to be real, he's also said that he wants to cut rich straight away. So just make sure you're up to date if you're in a trade here. Odd that has an auction. Uh, is starting to cut now this year. It's at 71 points, and it's a 6% next time. Articles about traders placing more shorts recently due to the currency bank policy changing. So we're not holding anymore, we're more likely to go cut. Let me just get rid of that. Yes, if we're looking to cut. And we have the same class as USA, which is a bit of a weird scenario. So here's the news coming out. Inflation is a big one, so we need to be wary of this one. Aussie traders boost bearish bets with 2020 low near. So it's just talking about how a lot more traders are putting shorts in the odd Australian dollar. But it still has the same plan as USA, which is a buy. So it's a bit of a weird scenario. Just be wary if you're going to trade 0.5, half your position size. The next inflation news will probably change our bias with new China news coming out as well. Just be aware. Don't take trades for odd, as there's better fundamental divergence unless the data comes out in our favor. Yeah, or 0.5 stream. CAD I have as an option. Honestly, for CAD, I'm not too sure. I'll ask Yaz and Jay. Like I feel, I'll ask Yaz and Jay what they feel think, but I'm not too sure. We have it's a 58 cut point this year and an 81% chance next meeting. We're still in cutting season to cut, but they're cutting less. They're cutting less compared to other countries, and less frequent since we did a lot last year, and which is one of the main reasons why it was such a short last year. Donald Trump and the tariffs situation causes a weird scenario for me not to choose a Pacific bias. Yeah, I'm just not too sure. The interest rate is coming out this week, and it's probably going to be cutting, but I don't know if it's I don't know if it's a hawkish cut or not due to the all this stuff. Let me get the article. So this article is talking about opening COVID-19's playbook. So what we did during COVID-19, which was introducing things like quantitative easing. So yeah, it's also talking about Trump and the tariffs and how it could cause a recession. If a recession caused to happen, we'll probably have more of a short bias, but you need to be up to date with the Donald Trump. Again, hold up, let's just write that. Plus Donald Trump Tariffs, be aware, as it can cause CAD to go into recession. There's a new article coming out as well, just recently right there, talking about how CAD was like they're worried about the inflation if the tariffs come in place. So I can't find an article, but it's definitely here. Euro sell, but at 0.5. It is looking to cut a lot this year compared to the other countries. There's a 95% chance. Euro is looking to cut still a lot this year, and very frequently as well, as we can see. Euro's got so much news, and that's just for the Euro, and there's a lot for Germany and Italy as well, specifically those countries. So there's a lot of news. Let's enter in stream since previous inflation data came higher than expected, causing more big traders to be hesitant, like us. And also, we have an article saying how it's looking to be a bit more stable. And if it's looking to be more stable than inflation, then we don't need to cut as much since it's fine. We don't need to worry. We can just relax. So just be wary about Euro, enter a stream, and make sure you enter at 0.5 for Euro since it's not like a some new rebound news. It's not enough to change your bias, but some rebound news. Although I wouldn't enter right now due to all this stuff unless it's 0.5%. Japan, buy. One of the only countries to hike, of course. Japan's one, yeah, it's kind of in the name. It's only one of the countries to hike, so obvious divergence. There's a lot of news coming out this week. Unemployment rate, which could give us future insight, but inflation. Same with consumer confidence and PMIs. This will tell us a lot about the future. We'll see. Make sure when you place in pennies for Japan at 0.5% since the market is very funny and unpredictable, and plus obvious bias power. And here's an article. Come on now. Bank of Japan's clear guidance and rate hike claims market but may backfire. So it's just talking about how random Japan could be at times. It's a very random currency when it's just weird. So just make sure if you're going to invest in Japan, lower. New Zealand's just a sell. It's not much else to say. It's looking to cut the most, and it's 61% for a 50-point cut. So New Zealand's cutting the most compared to the rest countries, having a big bias. And here's all the news coming out this week. So balance of trade, business confidence, and consumer confidence. This will tell us a lot about future insight, future economy stuff. Not much else to say. Risk 1%. Switzerland I have as a short. It's cutting quite less this year, 40 points, but the interest rate's already so low anyways, so it's going to cause a lot of carry trades. And the Bank of Switzerland are actively wanting this to be a case. Here's the news this week, sorry. Inflation comes out next 2 weeks, but these two we watch out for this week. So this is the big news for next 2 weeks. Watch out for any type of news, and if a risk-off scenario comes, remove the pens and either change your trade for 0.5% or just don't take any. You know how the world is right now, just be wary. And for pound, I have as an option. I find pound quite funny. It's cutting to less, although this number may change in upcoming, just depending on these numbers probably change quite a lot. It's looking to cut a lot. Next meeting, it's high percentage to cut next meeting. Pound is funny to me. At the start of the year, it has a buy bias, but recently they have changed and decided to change the future interest rate plans to cut more, causing me to have an option bias. Here's news, not much to say here. Don't enter unless 0.5 paired with a obvious bias like New Zealand or whatever. And it should be a stream. You get a point. Yeah, so this is the bias for this week. for all currencies. So we have pound buy, odd auction, CAD auction, euro sell but 0.5, Japan buy also 0.5, New Zealand short, Swiss short, and pound auction. So let's have a look at the indexes. So as for US index, it's looking good for any time about now. It's at the low of auction, and if it breaks auction, you could look for it to enter in here. Although it's not very a strong zone, but it's probably paired with a stop hunt. So you could look to enter here, and if you get stopped out, you could look to enter here. It really depends on what chart you're trading. So it's got potential anytime soon, like right now or here, around this range. Since it's more likely to be a stop hunt, take it as you will. You have to look at a chart and decide for yourself. New Zealand's looking good as well. Anytime soon, it's at a pretty high in the auction. It's at a bargain area. It's pretty cheap in that zone. So New Zealand anytime soon as well. And if it breaks auction, you could probably look to trade around here since it's a new type of auction and it's a good zone here. Supply. Yeah, you could look to trade around here. New auction will be here to there, here to there, here to there. If you're looking for stop hunts, which you probably won't need to look for stop hunts, it'll be one touch, so it's fine. Japan is also bargain type areas, but I'd wait for it to be even more of a bargain since how weird Japan is. Japan's just a weird currency, so you either want it to be like down here around this area, around this type of area. Either this zone or this zone, both is understandable. Pound, I'm looking for a stream, but it's in bang on the middle, so I'm not gonna touch any pound trades. Euro, I have a kind of short-term bias, but it's kind of broken the auction here, so you can look for it around here or look for a CPR type of trade. This is also around the same area. Depends on the chart we see. Switzerland is very expensive right now. We have a short bias, so I would not be touching Switzerland anytime soon unless it hits around this area or this area. But this area's nah, it's too expensive stuff for me. Canada I still have as an option, but I'm not looking to touch Canada since I don't really understand it. Just being honest with you guys, don't really understand anything about Canada. Too many scenarios, Donald Trump tariffs, plus weird cutting cycle, plus possible recession. But it's cutting not that much this year. It's too weird for me, so I'm not touching it. And as for Australia, it's at the stream side here. Sorry for this. This is when it broke the auction and then it goes to a new auction. Yeah. So it's at quite extreme. So you could look for a short. Really depends on the pair. But again, it's probably better pairs if you're looking for a short. Like New Zealand right now looks far more better than odd. Yeah. I'll give you guys an update soon on the trades I took this week, if I did take any, and let you know how it went. New updates on the fundamental, and yeah, that's really it for now. I'll keep you guys updated.